Hello guys, this is week 10 of the zombie development log, and for one of the first times in history of this log, I actually got the number right, first time, and I also, have just a few changes this week. There's not a lot to show. This is actually going to be the final release of this game. Two reasons, and I'll explain them. The first reason I'm choosing not to push this project as far as I would have previously liked to have done is that, like most game developers, I've come up with a new idea, and I kind of want to push my new idea more than this one. The new idea, hopefully, will, I'll hopefully have some logs up showing the progress of that. I'm going to start that tonight, so the first log should be up next Sunday. The second reason is that this game was actually created as a project for college. We had an assignment in which we had to create a game that we had designed in a previous unit, and the game I designed was what I've constructed here. The design was a little bit different. The design took place in a city. This takes place in a swamp or marshland or whatever. So those are the two reasons that I'm not going to be continuing the project. Now, as for the changes to the project this week, it's mostly been well, there's not been a lot. It's just been packaging things together, making them, getting the project ready for packaging. If I come down here, you can actually see that I have it all packaged up ready, so you just double click on the exe file and away you go. And I'll put this into a zip folder and actually upload it somewhere so that if you'd like to download this game and give it a shot, you can do. So before I go over the changes, I'm actually going to go over what I would have liked to have done to the game, but failed to do so. Sound is very lacking in the game at the minute, as I'm sure you've heard in previous videos. There's no footsteps. There's the basic gun. Lack of animation, both on the character and on the zombies. There's quite actually. Do you know what? I don't want to do that because I feel like a lot. I disappoint myself when I list those things that I should have done. So I'm just going to go straight into the changes. First major thing you'll notice is that fog has gone completely, and it gives a totally different feel to the world now. Previously it was very grim. It's now very bright. It's almost, I'm not too sure how to describe it, what category I'd put it in, because it's bright enough to feel comfortable in, but it's still eerie enough with the slanted buildings, the zombies running around, and the shaded patches that you feel, a little scared. That's the idea. And night, I'll just keep talking while it switches over to night. With the fog gone, you notice that the night previously, excuse me, the moonlight would light up the fog a hell of a lot. And by a hell of a lot, I mean too much. The night was very much just an entire black and white scene. However, now, as you can see with dusk coming, the night is a lot darker, and it's just a pure darkness. It's not the sort of thing that, oh look, I can see through all the fog, because the entirety of the fog in the game is illuminated. It's now a very, very dark night. The torch is another change that I've made. It's a little brighter now. It's I'm still working on that. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to make some changes after this video. I would like the torch to cast light further than it does. At the minute, it's very grim. I mean, you find yourself looking at the ground most of the time, trying to find your way around at night. So I would quite like to sort that out. But other than that, I think removing the fog allows you to see the skybox a lot clearer, allows you to see the clouds moving, allows you to see the world, really, to see where you're going. I've played this game a couple of times myself, and I always get to 11 out of 12 objectives finding. I can never find the 12th one, and I always go back to the editor and I always count them, and there are 12 in the game. I swear it, there are 12 in the game. I can always just never find that last one. So if you play this game, then good luck. I really hope you find all 12. I'll be really impressed if you do. I've struggled, and I placed them in the fucking game. So yeah, this torch will be edited, so the torch is a little bit brighter, the fog's been removed, the night's now darker, time goes a little quicker, that's another change. I felt last time it was too long in the day and then the nights really dragged on. Now everything cycles around a little bit quicker. And I think that just kinda... I don't know, I mean, if you're really quick, like if you know where all 12 are, you're playing this for the 7th time or whatever, and you know where all 12 are and you go straight to them, then, you know, the day-night cycle gives you a chance to still see some of the day-nights. So I think I'm babbling on a bit there, so I'm going to cut this video out. It's just a short one to say, if you have followed the project, I'm not too sure many people have, but if you have followed this project, then thank you very much for following it. It's been a pleasure building it. It's been a lot of fun building it. I've had a lot of great experiences with the Unreal Engine and some not so great crashes with the Unreal Engine. But yeah, so this is the final product, the world, with all its spawners and pickups and whatnot. And there will be a download link in the description. Maybe not straight away, but I will get that up there. And if you want to give it a play and let me know what you think of it. So once again, thanks for following the project. I will continue to do tutorials, however. I found that those have had a very positive response from the community. And as such, I will continue to do those. In fact, I'll step my game up and make sure I can throw out more of those. But yeah, thanks for following this project, and please do stay tuned. The next game I'm planning to make, well, there's two plans we have at the minute. One of them is a co-op RPG, so imagine Skyrim clashed with Portal co-op. So you've got to get these quests, but the quests can only be completed by 2 people, so to play this game you have to play with a friend. It's going to be hell to test it, I know, but that's one project I'd like to embark on, is that kind of game. So like you work your way through the world, there's all these puzzles, you got to like work your way through a dungeon of puzzles to get an item for a widow or you know, whatever. Like Skyrim style quests, but with a Portal 2 co-op twist. The other game will be made in collaboration with another YouTuber, and that will be a survival horror game. However, we were both discussing this and considered saving that project until we're both at university where we can work close on it together if we're in the same dorm. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching. Please do stay tuned for updates, and please give this video a like, it really helps. Thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next project.